There is so much to learn in the wonderful field of gastronomy. Firstly, I suppose, that it's not an actual field, though with all the vegetables and livestock and so on, there may be rather a lot of time spent in a field. There you have it. The study of food really does cover so much ground that we only manage to scratch the surface and talk about grass. Let's have some music, shall we?
Visitors should be checked in and then removed immediately. Frequently asked questions. No, you can't have an extension. Students are reminded to have the time of their lives. You students should make a good first impression. No pressure. Now taking students for gastronomy. Welcome to the start of a new year. I'll be your host. Hello.
It's the Harrison Wolf Show, baby. All right. Hey, this is Harrison Wolf, and thanks for stopping by. Today, we're going to be talking about a subject that's near and dear to my heart. The one thing you need when things are getting hairy. You hear something funny outside, or you're just hiding from the milkman. That's right. Today, we're talking panic rooms.
We're sorry for the litter that you... Oh, sorry, that's mine. Announcement. The campus just got bigger. Not necessarily better. campus has opened a new building. Good for us. There's a fly in here.
Every good panic room starts with its supplies. Now some things are a must. Your crackers, your flashlight, your bottles of water, sure. But don't be afraid to show some personality. I, for one, keep a bowling ball in my panic room. I find it's the perfect place to practice.
Distracted students should pretend that they're listening. Frequently asked questions. Yes, we are testing you. Announcement. Hitting the box doesn't mean what you think it means.
Now, when it comes to surveillance, I'm strictly an anti-camera kind of guy. My philosophy is I can't see you, you can't see me. So I like to keep things as low-tech as possible. I'd recommend strategically placed strings attached to some bells. You hear a ring, and you got yourself a visitor. Of course, sometimes it's the doorbell, and you really do have a visitor. If you want to get real crafty, just leave a load of rakes in your yard. No one suspects a rake in the yard, but you'll hear the sucker when he steps on one and takes a handle to the chops. Ouch.
Students are reminded that there's no such thing as free time. Students are reminded to be in 2 places at once. Students are reminded that this is the fun part.
New to the Crumley student range, unfoldable pizza.
Yum.
It'll fill you up without filling up your cupboards.
Oh yeah.
Crumley's unfoldable pizza. It's a fraction the size of your average frozen pizza.
Whoa.
And when it's unfolded, well, you've got yourself a whole pizza. Just like Mama used to make.
Unattended sandwiches will be eaten by me. Frequently asked questions. Your food is cold because the oven wasn't on. Doctor, return to the hospital. Thank you.
Here's a question from Gyro in Duckworth. What are some of your favorite panic room pastimes? Thanks for the question, Gyro. I find that you can have a lot of fun with a little bouncy ball. In fact, one time I was bouncing, lost track of time, and it turned out that I'd been doing it for 16 hours. I went cold turkey after that, meaning I was hungry, and took a turkey sandwich out the freezer. Turkey.
Janitor to maintain lectern. Thank you. Tuition fees may be spent on administrative bonuses. The administrator is reminded to stay hydrated.
Here's one for the more advanced panickers amongst you. It's important to be one step ahead. What do I mean by that? Well, you could do a number of things. You could have a trapdoor for sneaky getaway. You could install your panic room in a hall of mirrors. Or you could hang a sign on the door that says, "Out for lunch." They won't know what's hit them.
Students are reminded that some grades are personal. Students are reminded that you came here on purpose. If you don't know where your class is it really worth going?
Let's take one more question before we wrap up here. Here's a good one. What type of wood would you recommend for the furniture in your panic room? Well, you can't go wrong with oak. That baby's a classic for a reason. Me, personally, I like maple. It's heavy, and I like the added water resistance. Plus, it's fun to say. Maple.
University gives you a bright future and clouds it with debt. Staff are reminded to be inspirational. Students are reminded that I'm not your mum. Tuition fees are expensive, and education is priceless.
Before you all head off to build your brand new panic rooms, don't forget to take a radio so Harrison can come along for the ride. Now, I know what you're thinking, but Harrison, can't they track me with the frequencies? And the answer is probably yes, but the Harrison Wolf Show is worth the risk. Happy hiding, listeners.
End of year is approaching. It's too late to start trying. Enjoy your summer. I know I will. The academic year is starting soon. Was there anything we wanted to do? End of year results are now available. No unauthorized panicking. If it's not on your CV, it didn't happen. Not to me. The timetable is not written in stone. Still, we're not changing it. You students should make a good first impression. No pressure. Students are asked not to ask questions. Hard work may or may not pay off. Education is non-refundable.
Welcome in to Campus Radio. Today's show is brought to you by the Orb Foundation. Sign up at your campus today. The orb is the perfect shape and the perfect solution. Please read anything they make you sign, okay? Okay.
Staff are reminded to care about students. unauthorized talking on campus. Thank you. Frequently asked questions. No, I've not seen your frog.
Words are long, and writing them down can waste precious study time. But what's the alternative? Over to you, Maggie. Yes, I've devised my own method of shorthand that saves me so much time. It really enables me to pay attention during lectures and make notes at the same time. I mean, sometimes it is really quite hard to tell what I've written, and that can waste some time and be a bit, distressing. So, if anyone does know how to take real shorthand, could you let me know? Please.
Staff are reminded that dogs don't eat homework. Maintenance announcement. Plants need water, remember? Plagiarism is not a belief system. Frequently asked questions. No, I will not be your friend.
And now, over to Wanda, who'll be talking about posters. Apparently. Yes, today we're talking posters. Specifically, what your posters say about you. A Jasmine Odyssey poster tells me that you're a kind spirit with a nice smelling face. A poster of a car tells me that you just love mechanical things, like carburetors, exhaust pipes, and cup holders. And a cheesy Gubbins poster tells me that you're very, very hungry.
Frequently asked questions. No, your chicken should not be pink. Warning, stupid questions will make you look stupid. If you hear this, please drink some water. Thank you.
Beaver from Bungle. The small car that makes the little things feel bigger than they are. It's a perspective thing.
Security breach. Please change your passwords. Sorry. Students are reminded to find themselves. Students are reminded to set reminders. The more you revise, the longer you've been revising.
Thanks again to the Orb Foundation for sponsoring today's show and sending us those strange biscuits. I'm not sure if we'll be doing this again, but like the biscuits, it was fun while it lasted. Sort of.
Skills are non-transferable. This is a test announcement, not a real announcement. Students are asked not to ask questions. Visitors should be checked in and then removed immediately. The more you revise, the longer you've been revising. Distracted students should pretend that they're listening.
It's the Harrison Wolf Show, baby. All right. This is Harrison Wolf bringing you the Harrison Wolf Power Hour. I've been seeing a lot of stuff about colleges lately. Lots of study here, learn so-and-so, qualification this and qualification that. But let me tell you something they don't want you to know. It's a scam. All of it.
This is a test announcement, not a real announcement. End of year is approaching. It's too late to start trying. Frequently asked questions. No, I've not seen your frog. The end of year results have been released. Luck won't help you now. The academic year is now over. The summer break would be a convenient time for construction.
We've all been quizzed at school, but what really happens during a test? You get a question, you write down your answer, and then some bozo tells you that you're wrong. But who's to say they're right? What's so great about their answers? If we've all got the same answers, then what's the point of there being so many of us, huh? I tell you, it's a crime that they make kids take their tests. Not a real criminal kind of crime, of course, but it's majorly uncool, and that's the kind of crime.
If you hear this, please drink some water. Thank you. The timetable is not written in stone. Still, we're not changing it. You students should make a good first impression. No pressure. Frequently asked questions. Your food is cold because the oven wasn't on.
I shouldn't have to tell you, but if Jumbo McNally's getting involved in something, you know it's bad. Jumbo University? Huh, what a racket. You can teach Mr. McNally a lesson by signing my petition to have him fired into space.
The administrator is reminded to stay hydrated. Plagiarism is not a belief system. Maintenance announcement. Plants need water, remember?
New to the Crumley Student range, instant casserole. You want a warming meal, but you've not got all day.
Come on!
With Crumley's new instant casserole range, you just add water, and you've got something a lot like casserole. Just like Mama used to make.
Students are reminded that this is the fun part. There's a fly in here. Students are reminded that I'm not your mum.
You ever thought about why they're so keen to teach us to read? Think about it. So we can read what they write. Well, it makes so much sense when you think about it. It's just another way for them to control us. That's why I only trust the Daily Disorder for my news. They take the regular news and turn every word into an anagram, breaking down the code. You can't understand a thing. It's perfect.
No unauthorized talking on campus. Thank you. Warning, stupid questions will make you look stupid. Students are reminded to set reminders.
You think I got into radio because of some fancy piece of paper? No, sir. Radio is pure jazz, man. It's alive and unpredictable. You can't just learn it. Sure, you could pay some big shot to tell you which buttons to press and when, and that's fine. But that's not radio. Not really. Here's another previously scheduled song that I didn't choose.
Doctor, return to the hospital. Thank you. If you don't know where your class is it really worth going? Staff are reminded that dogs don't eat homework. Students are reminded that some grades are personal.
Here's a question from Kevin in Flottering. Hey Harrison, what was your favorite project in school? Well, it's a good question, and you gotta remember, just because education is a scam doesn't mean all those teachers are bad people. So, to answer your question, I used to like making the little volcano. It's pretty trippy to learn that volcanoes are full of vinegar, right? But how do we collect it safely? I don't know, but that's what they ought to be teaching us, man.
Staff are reminded to be inspirational. Students are reminded to be in 2 places at once. unnecessarily asked questions. No, I will not be your friend.
I never went to college. At least, I don't remember going to college. Anyway, I turned out just fine. Join me at the same time tomorrow, when the day sun goes bye-bye and the spooky white beach ball casts down its dark favor on us all. Good night.
Education is non-refundable. Announcement. Hitting the books doesn't mean what you think it means. Tuition fees are expensive, and education is priceless. Students are reminded to find themselves. frequently asked questions. No, you can't have an extension.
This is Campus Radio, and I'm your host, Felicity Bellbottoms. Speculation continues to build over that smell in the lecture theatre. But what should you believe? Did someone really stuff a block of cheddar under one of the seats? Or is it haunted? The answer may surprise you.
We're sorry for the litter that you... Oh, sorry, that's mine. Students are reminded to have the time of their lives. End of year is approaching. It's too late to start trying. Staff are reminded to care about students. The summer is a good time to relax and prepare for next year. The academic year is now over. The end of year results have been released. Luck won't help you now.
It's time for a book review. Over to Maggie, who's been reading the memoirs of 2 Point Radio's longest tenured DJ. This week, I've been reading A Life on the Waves by Ricky Hawthorne. Oh, so good. Really, really good. Because I didn't know before, actually, that he spent so much time at sea. Or, well, near any water, really, and that's just super interesting.
Students are reminded that you came here on purpose. Unattended sandwiches will be eaten by me. Students are reminded that there's no such thing as free time.
The renovation of a library might sound like a good thing, but here's Hugh to tell us why it's actually quite sad.
Here in Smogley, students have been looking forward to the renovation of the old campus library. The carpet is plush and the study areas are dressed with kettles and beanbags. The library is alive and bustling, but the old bookcases are left on the outside, looking in. Yes, 3 old bookcases stand on the lawn outside the library, a monument to a past that's now over. Spare a thought for them as you enjoy a sleek, frictionless library experience.
Announcement. The timetable is now live. Students should check in before trying to learn. The campus is expanding, even more than usual. frequently asked questions. Yes, we are testing you. Security breach. Please change your passwords. Sorry.
You want to make stacks of easy cash, but reading about stocks is really boring. Invest in Bungle Coin. It's like other fictional cryptocurrency, but with 40% less saturated fat.
Skills are non-transferable. University gives you a bright future and clouds it with debt. Hard work may or may not pay off.
And there we have it. It's being reported that that smell in the lecture theatre was, indeed, a large piece of cheese. We're hearing that a member of the janitorial staff was seen retrieving the putrid wedge in a hazmat suit, though this particular source has been known to exaggerate. We can only hope the smell dissipates and our community can breathe deeply and cheeselessly once again.
Frequently asked questions. No, your chicken should not be pink. If it's not on your CV, it didn't happen. Not to me. Tuition fees may be spent on administrative bonuses. Students are reminded to set reminders. Students are reminded to have the time of their lives. Security breach. Please change your passwords. Sorry.
Welcome to the show. I'm Richard E. Hawthorne, and you join me today for 2 Point Radio's Election Day special. We'll be talking all things mayoral as 2 Point County approaches another important day in its history, and indeed, its future. Get in touch to tell us what you're thinking and how you're feeling. Who will be the next mayor of 2 Point County? You decide.
Students are reminded that there's no such thing as free time. Frequently asked questions. Yes, we are testing you. We're sorry for the litter that you... Oh, sorry, that's mine.
We're back. Today's election sees incumbent Mayor Tabitha Winsock take on all challenges. One such foe is Gumbo McNally. Yes, the cousin of Jumbo CEO, Jumbo McNally. Ms. Winsock has held a steady, some say tedious lead in the polls over Mr. McNally. But what effect, if any, will his last gasp speech have on today's proceedings? If you missed it, Mr. McNally finished a rousing 12-minute display with a story of how he once took a modest pile of change from his father and turned it into an impressive lunchtime spread featuring sandwiches, crisps, and sausage rolls. Oh, now that is impressive.
If you hear this, please drink some water. Thank you. Hard work may or may not pay off. Unattended sandwiches will be eaten by me. Doctor, return to the hospital. Thank you.
This from Michelle in Smogly. I spoke to Mayor Windsock after a Q&A once and told her that I'd written her a letter. She said that she remembered reading it, but I'd never sent it to her. So what? Did she break into my house? Or is she, like, telepathic, but just with post? What a lovely anecdote, Michelle. And aren't we lucky to have a mayor that's willing to go above, as well as beyond?
The more you revise, the longer you've been revising. are non-transferable. Students are reminded that some grades are personal.
At Milkmaid, we use real dairy-style ingredients in our milkshakes for a level of consistency that just isn't natural. Meaning that every glass of Milkmaid is eerily similar to the last.
Wow!
Milkmaid. Now that's good milk. Not technically milk.
Visitors should be checked in and then removed immediately. Students are reminded that I'm not your mum. It's almost the end of the academic year, in case you hadn't noticed. Summer break would be a convenient time for construction. The academic year year is over. Students must vacate the campus. The end of year results have been released. Luck won't help you now. You students should make a good first impression. No pressure. The timetable has now been published. Schedule your lives accordingly.
It's election day here in 2 Point County. Who else remembers the year they tried to hold the election through a bungle-made phone application? It's amazing to think that we'll never know whether the app didn't work or if no one voted that year. That's the mysterious wonder of pioneering technology. Anyway, here's hoping that this year we'll get some votes in.
Tuition fees are expensive, and education is priceless. University gives you a bright future and clouds it with debt. Students are asked not to ask questions.
Here's a word from Jeffrey in Blyton. I, for one, think things have been alright, but you know, could they have been better? I think I speak for everyone when I say yes. Maybe they could have. Well, thanks for your time, Geoffrey. Wise words.
The administrator is reminded to stay hydrated. Students are reminded that this is the fun part. Plagiarism is not a belief system.
The witching hour is almost here, and this journalist's heart is positively beating with legislative excitement. But while we wait for the final count, I'll leave you with this. I spoke to my neighbour last weekend, and he informed me that he never decides his vote until he's in the booth, giving that fateful cross to whichever candidate has the funnier name. Just goes to show we're all a bit of method and all a bit of madness.
Frequently asked questions. Your food is cold because the oven wasn't on. Frequently asked questions. No, I've not seen your frog. maintenance announcement. Plants need water, remember?
The votes are in, and we're hearing that it's a landslide victory for Mayor Tabitha Windsock. Some people are bound to be pleased, while others must be feeling something else entirely. What we do know is that democracy has triumphed, meaning that, yet again, the people of 2 Point County will be getting what they asked for. We've made our bed, and now it's time to sleep in it. Good night.
There's a fly in here. Frequently asked questions. No, you can't have an extension. Staff are reminded that dogs don't eat homework. Frequently asked questions. No, I will not be your friend. are reminded to be inspirational. This is a test announcement, not a real announcement. Students are reminded to be in 2 places at once.
You're listening to Campus Radio. I'm Maggie Watmore, and I just learned what this button does. I'm not sure when I would use it, but I suppose it's good to know. One more time. Excellent.
If it's not on your CV, it didn't happen. Not to me. Education is non-refundable. students are reminded that you came here on purpose.
I can't read what this next segment is about because I've lost my glasses, but I am told that that's quite ironic. So yeah, here's Hugh.
Yes, it's not quite business as usual here at Duckworth Campus Food Court, where one of the servers has lost a contact lens. Unfortunately, they do believe the lens was lost during the preparation of a particularly big lasagna. They're asking every student to check their portion before they chew. But as of yet, no sight of the missing lens.
Warning, stupid questions will make you look stupid. Students are reminded to find themselves. We're approaching the end of the academic year. Try not to worry.
Here's Wanda, who'll be telling us the coolest way to get around the county. Yes, the bus is the new hot way to travel. Have you been on the bus? Oh, it's amazing. They're like huge cars. I am obsessed. And you don't have to... scenery, check your phone, you know, all the fun stuff you usually do while driving. But this way, it's much more safe.
If you don't know where your class is, Is it really worth going? The yearly results are in. Wow, didn't we do well?